Hello, in this video I'm going to be wiring in a hazard warning light kit. Decided it'd be a good idea to get one just for safety. I've already mounted the switch to the dashboard and I just need to wire it in. So this is the wiring instructions that came from Bowers, who I got it from. And apart from the power supply and ground, there's 4 other wires. These 2 here need to go in, to kind of be connected in line with the current power, or the power to the current indicator relay. And then there's 2 more that go off to the left and right indicator circuits to supply power to those. So what I want to avoid doing, if I can do, is cutting into any of the existing cables, given the age of the wiring. So for this one, it needs to go in line with the indicator relay, and I think this is to cut the power off to that relay when you turn on the hazard lights to isolate it. Then that's connected with the spade connector. Mine's only got 2 terminals. The indicator warning lamp comes off elsewhere, but anyway, it's only got 2 terminals and they're both spade connectors. So what I was thinking doing is fitting male and female spade connectors to these 2 cables from the ignition switch, and that hopefully that will then just be fine there and no need to cut any cables. For the indicator switch, I've had a look at that and that doesn't use spade connectors to connect. So what I'm going to try and do, don't know how successful it'll be, is just tin the end of these two cables here from the hazard warning lights and see if they can just be attached with a little dab of solder to the existing connections on the switch. Don't know if that's going to work, but I think it's worth a try. Just checking the wiring diagram for the car. This is the indicator switch combined with the horn and headlight flasher, and what I need is these 2 cables here, added 2 cables there. So that's the GW, which is green and white, and GR, which is green and red. So I just need to find those 2 on the switch. So there's the indicator switch removed from the steering column, and I think the cables I want are that one there and the equivalent on the other side. So they've got little metal tabs where they join. Whether I can get solder to take on that, I don't know. But I shall give it a try. So if I can avoid cutting the cables or even just the insulation, given the age of it, I'd rather avoid doing so, but I have to see what happens. And then this bit here is the flasher unit, and so to say that's got spade connectors on it, and I can put spade connectors on the cable from the hazard light unit and put that in line that way, avoid cutting anything there. And talking of cables from the hazard light unit, they come out here, so that's the switch just there, and then they come out through under the dashboard and they'll fit up nicely underneath the cowling for the steering column, so plenty of length there and should be fine. Just need to trim to length. What I might need to do, well actually I probably will want to do, is unbundle the live and neutral cable from within that and then bundle it back up again, because I don't need the live and neutral coming up here. But anyway, I shall look at that when the time comes. So that's the first bit done. I've got some heat shrink tubing that I shall push over that and shrink down once I know it's all working. Seemed like a good idea when I was talking about it. Now I look at it, it looks a bit messy and I'm not so sure. But yeah, I shall leave it, and one way or another there's got to be join, so I shall leave it as it is and hopefully it will be okay. Next, the tricky bit, soldering the wires to the switch. That's the soldering done and the switch remounted. So before I go any further, so I've still got the power to connect to the hazard lights. Let's just make sure I haven't actually broken anything. Okay, the indicators still work. So to get the power connected up. So that's the wiring complete. So first of all, let's just check the indicators still work. They do. And now for the moment of truth. Good Lord, first time. So that's the cowling back on now. It's all finished, and the wiring down there looks all quite tidy. Just another bundle of cables through, but doesn't look much different from what was there originally. So happy with that, that's all good. Just one check to make sure it all still works. And the indicators. Yep, that's all good. So I'm very happy with that. That's it for this video. Thanks again for watching.